Good day. Welcome to the video. So, in this video, I will be discussing about Unit 16, Lesson 4. This will just be a continuation of the Lesson 3, but this is more on the problem solving side. So, we'll be doing more examples involving the calculation of the probability of union and intersection of events. Okay, so if you remember from our previous lesson, we already managed to learn some formulas regarding probability. We started with the common formula of the probability, which is the cardinality of the event and the cardinality of our sample space. Now remember, cardinality of event just means, sorry, let me erase the equal sign. This only means the number of elements that meet the condition of the event. Number of elements that meet the condition of the event. Meet the condition of the event. Okay? For example, mo ana nga let's say 1 to 6 lang gihapon, fair-sided day kunuhay. The elements of our universal set where they are odd numbers. Okay, so we have 1, 3, and 5. Okay, so those are the number of elements that meet the condition of the event. Kaya ang atong event, ang condition niya is odd numbers naman ang gipangita. Okay, so cardinality of the event. Okay, the elements of the event, imo siya gyapon isuwat ning ani set of 1, 3, and 5. Kung set ang gipangita ha, but kung cardinality ang gipangita, then you just count pila man sila kabuok. There are 3. Okay? For the cardinality of the sample space, importante ha nga ma-figure out ninyo kung unsa ang experiment. Okay, from the experiment itself, you would know how to determine the possible outcomes. For example, mo nag-roll roll a six-sided die. Six-sided die kuno kausa. So there are only 6 possible outcomes. We have pwede ka makaligid nga ang 1 ang result, pwede po 2 ang result, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So meaning, ang imuhang sample space will have the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? So ang cardinality ani niya will be pila ka buok naa sa sud sa imong set, which is 6 ka buok. But what if mo ana nga ang imuhang experiment is roll nimo ang six-sided die twice. Twice siya. Okay? So meaning sa imuhang kada element sa sample space, you will have 2 outcomes for 1 outcome or 1 experimental outcome. 1 outcome sa pagligid sa first ligid and second ligid pud nimo. For example, you can have 1, 1. You can also have 1, 2. You can also have 1, 3. So on and so forth. Okay? But this is just actually, since we only have, for example, for the first roll, you only have 6 options, 6 outcomes. Okay? And for the second nimo nga roll, you also have 6 outcomes. Okay? So technically, it's just 6 raised to 6. Or you can do permutation, NPR. Or dili siya NPR actually. There is a different notation, I forgot. But you can do like N raised to R. Your probability is equal to N raised to R. Where N is the number of possible outcomes nimo for your experiment raised to kapila nimo siya balikon, which is R. Okay? Kapila man nato balikon papaligid ang ato ang dice kaduha. So that refers to 6 ka outcomes, then kaduha nato siya buhaton. Okay? And this is 36. Okay, so this will be your cardinality. Cardinality of your sample space is 36. Okay, you can also do that para ma-shortcut ka. But if you want to manually do all the 36 possible outcomes of rolling a dice twice, then you can do so. Okay? Kung gihan mo, pwede naman sad. Okay. Now, take note of the formula ha. Take note of this formula that is for the ordinary lang solving for the probability of an event. Okay, given a particular event. But if we have multiple events, then you have the probability of A intersect B, and this is just the cardinality of A intersect B divided by the cardinality of our sample space or our universal set. Okay? So again, intersect, ang gamito niya nga wordings is and. And ha, conjunction niya and. And this also only means elements that are the same in both elements that are the same in both set A and B. Both A and B. Okay? Dapat same sila. For example, kung set A is 1, 2, 3, and set B is 3, 4, 5, then only 3 ang ato ang A intersect B. Kaya maura may parehas sa duha ka set. So, ang ato ang cardinality of A intersect B is just 1. So, nakabuo. Okay? Sige. Another formula, this is for intersection. Okay, this is for intersection of two events. We also have for union, and that's the longer one. A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus probability of A intersect B. Okay? Again, you solve for the probability of set A occurring. So that is the cardinality of set A divided by the cardinality of set B. And for this one, set B is our cardinality of our sample space. This is for the cardinality of set B divided by the cardinality of our sample space. Okay? So, tagsa sila. Dayon, diri is the same rapod aning sa PCAST. Okay. So, I think that's it. Daghang kay notes no before nag-start the video. So, anyways, let's go with our problem solving. Okay? So, the objectives of this lesson is you can accurately apply the formulas in solving for the probability of union and intersection of events. Again, we will do probability problems. But in terms of union and intersection of events. And then you can correctly solve real-life problems involving the probability of union and intersection of events. So if the last lesson we had that such a question where you are asked to think of ways on how you can apply in real-life situations the concept of probability of union and events. In union and intersection of events. So maybe in this lesson you will have a more broader understanding on where you can apply the understanding of probability and union and intersection of events in real life situations. Okay, so we'll skip to that. Oh no, we can read this. So the concept of probability of union and intersection of events is useful in real life situations such as research. So later on, when you are in the senior high school department na and maybe graduating grade 12 na, you will have one of the subjects na which is research regardless of the curriculum you will be following. By the way, next year we will be implementing the new senior high school curriculum. So there will be changes in the subjects that you will be enrolling with or you will be studying in the semesters. So expect that it will be more suited to which careers you are planning to take in the future. So yeah, mas kwan siya, mas muhaom siya instead of just putting you in blocks and dividing you in strands. Maybe there are different maybe kanang subjects gani nga. For example, ni-align ka sa let's say aeronautics, so maybe na ay subjects nga ma-apply nga about architecture or design or maybe something like that. Okay, so mas kwan sila, mas tailored sila or ang imong subjects in the new senior high school curriculum to your needs sa imong future career. Okay, but later na nato i-tackle kay napaman sa atong discussion diri. Okay, so for instance, you want to gather information regarding how a student in Manila uses public transportation. Mag-research ko na siya about public transportation. So based on previous survey, 46% of the students ride a jeepney, 37% of them ride a train, and 31% of them drive a car. What is the probability that a random student uses all three modes of transportation? You can determine this using the probability of union and intersection of events. So in this case, actually, sa kaning giingon sa problem, there are already three events happening. We have students that ride a jeepney, students that ride a train, and students that ride a car or drive a car, to be more specific. So three events. Again, you are not in reality, really. In reality, you are not limited to only two events, no? When it comes to conditions or events, a particular universal set. It can go more than two. In this case, there are three here. So you have to make use of the concept of union and intersection to determine, depende sa unsay imong gipangita sa imong research. Okay? So you can use the probability of union and intersection of events with such problems. Okay, depende gyud sa imong research good. Okay? Anyways, later when you go to the research subject ninyo sa inyong senior high school, you will also learn again, relearn these concepts, and even in statistics. Okay? So here are the essential questions that I want you to answer as we finish the discussion in this lesson. Okay? So in what real life situations can you apply the probability of union and intersection of events? So you actually tackled some scenarios from here. So you can make use of that, or maybe you can think of other situations where you can apply probability of union and intersection of events. And yeah, nindot siya kung makaw na muna muglain. Okay? What is the importance of knowing the probability of union and intersection of events? Okay? So I'll leave that to your imagination. So I want you to ponder. I want you to think about it. I want you to inspect your ideas. Go wild with your ideas. Not really very wild, but I want you to be more creative with your ideas, no? And looking for the importance, or figuring out why is it important to know the probability of union and intersection of events. Because I know you have an idea, but I want you to think about it. Ganong importante man yun. Okay? Sige. Anyways, this is just a review, no? Kaning first few slides. So probability of intersection of two events. So that's P A intersect Q B. Intersect Q B. P of A intersect B. Ano na iyang notation? Again, it means that it's the both of the events are happening. So they follow sila sa two conditions. Matuman yung condition sa A, matuman yung condition sa B. Given niya two events lang sa, wala pa tong third. Okay? Then we also have the example here. So we have the probability of drawing a spade and a king, and since we're only drawing one card, kausa raman ka card kon ang gipabuhat sa atong experiment, so you only have 52 ka chances, or 52 ka elements sa imong universal set. Okay? Kay mao may papilian, we have 52 cards raman in a deck. Okay? So that's a universal set nato is a cardinality niya is 52. O niya sa condition nato, we're only told to have a spade and a king. And among all the cards, in the 52 cards, only one card is a spade and a king, and that is the king of spade. So the cardinality of our events nga nag-intersect siya kay and magigamit nga terminology and so may nag-intersect siya, that is just 1. So that's 1 over 52. That's your answer. Now for union, so that's the longer formula. So we have, it means the either of the two events is met sa imong element. Okay, what are the chances of getting an element which meets either of the conditions of event A or set A or set B? Okay, so ang iyong notation is P of A union B. P then parenthesis A union B. Ano siya? Dire. So in solving for this one, you focus first on P of A, figure out sa na siya. Then afterwards focus turn your focus to P of B, ang sunod. Then, ang kinalasan is ang PA intersect B. Kinalasan na siya. Okay? Para dili ka maglibog ba? Kay kung usahon nimo tanan, libog naman siya. Usa-usahan lang sa. And then, you combine them together kung mahuman na ka. Again, take note, do not fuse, do not convert to lowest simplified form ha, ang fractions. Kaya para the same magyapon sila denominator, and it's much easier for you to subtract and add similar fractions compared to dissimilar fractions. So, ayaw lang sa siya i-convert to simplified form. Okay? Then, na siya example din So, example niya is, maghapon deck of cards, but ang iyang gi-condition sa iyang events is, dapat spade siya, and ang usa is, dapat kings siya. Take note nga, ang iyang gigamit sa problem is, or ni siya. Wala lang gi-mention. In a deck of cards, let A be the set of spades, a probability of either a spade or a king, sa today, or a king. So, or man gigamit, meaning that is union. So, combination of set A and set B. So, first, figure out sa nimo ang P of A. Kaya pa mo yung ato ang formula. So, figure out the P of A first, then P of B, then ang P A intersect B. Okay, so for P of A, ang cards kuno nga spade, so there are only 13 cards nga spade. So, mo nang 13 over 52 siya. Kaya again, atong sample space is 52 cards. We are only drawing one card in the deck of cards. Kausa ra man ta mubunot. Okay? So 52 ra kabok chances nimo or imong possible outcomes kay sana ni 52 ra makabuk lahi-lahi nga cards sa usa ka deck of cards. So those are the elements of your universal set. Okay? Then 13 kay 13 ra kabuk spades sa deck of cards. And then for P of B, the B is the number, the kings, no? So, how many cards are kings sa imuhang deck of cards? So, there are only 4 kabuk cards ng kings. So, that is 4 over 52. And then, for the intersection of A intersect B, di ba? Kung A intersect B, meaning dapat spade siya, nga dapat king po siya. And the only card that exists nga spade and king siya is ang spade, king of spades. Okay? And that is 1. 1 na lang kabuok. That's 1 over 52. Okay? So, to solve for our union B, probability of A union B, so, mahawag siyang 13 over 52 plus 4 over 52 minus 1 over 52, which is 16 over 52 16 over 52, which can be simplified further by dividing the numerator and the denominator by 4. So that is 4 over 13. And that is your answer. Okay, let's do example number 1 quickly. Sa atong mga examples din So, wala annotate ka naman sa sunod nga itong slides. A card is drawn from an ordinary deck of cards. A card has meaning usa ra kabuk ng bunuton. Drawn from an ordinary deck of 52 playing cards. Okay, so given sa atong problem, since 52 man kabuk playing cards, meaning there are 52 different cards inside the set of our universal set. Okay? So, kung dito alas, mga 1, mga 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 lahi ng mga flower. Okay? So, ang cardinality of our sample space will be 52. Gatagandaan sa imo ang cardinality. Next, find the probability of getting a king or a black card. Okay? So, our conditions here are for the events rather, are dapat a card that is a king and card that is a black card. Take note of the conjunction, it's or. So when you say or, that means union of two events. Okay, so we will be using the longer formula. That's P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersect B. So let's focus first on our P of A. And I believe it will do the same here. Our P of A says that it has to be, or let's say, ang ato ang set A will be the king cards. So there are only 4 kings in a deck of cards. So that is, the cardinality of our set A is 4 divided by the cardinality of our sample space, which is 52. So munang 4 over 52 siya diha. Okay? Now for set B, it says here that the it's looking for black cards. Black cards ang iyang condition. Okay? So there are only 13 spade cards, and spades is a black card. Okay, black man ay color sa abraha or sa iyang flower. And also 13 kabuok clove cards, or club cards rather, not dili clove. Club. Oh, bitaw? Club or clubs, actually club ng cards. So kamunggay ba, I mean kamunggay. So there are 13 gihapon. So that's 13 plus 13 is 26. Okay, so there are 26 ang 26 ang cardinality sa ato ang set B divided by the cardinality over sample space, which is 52. Okay? So we have P of A now and P of B. So next is ang P of A intersect B, which is dapat itom siya, which is black card siya, and dapat king's pod siya. So duha sila tanan nga condition. So the only cards that are both kings and black cards are the kings of clubs and spade. Silang duha. Hari nga pakang o kamunggay. Duha ka buok. So that is, ang ato ang cardinality of A intersect B is 2 divided by the cardinality of our sample space, which is 52. Then we do the math using our formula. So that's 4 plus 26 minus 2 divided by 52. And that should give you 28 divided by 52. Or if you divide it by 4, that is 7 over 13. And that is your final answer for example number 1. Let's proceed to example number 2. Okay. For example number 2, a box contains 2 red balls, 5 green balls, and 3 blue balls. What is the probability of drawing either a red or a blue ball? Okay. Now, take note ha. We are only told to draw a ball. A ball out of a bag. I think it's a box rather, sorry. Our experiment here is drawing a ball from a box. Okay, so our we can determine the elements of our sample space, or the number or the cardinality of our sample space given that experiment. Okay, usa ra man kabuk atong kuhaon, so meaning kausa ra pud nato or usa ato ang kuan kaning options nga na ma-draw nato from the box is only the numbers that you see on the problem, which is 2, 5, 3. So if you add them together, that is 2 plus 5, 7 plus 3, that's 10. So meaning the cardinality of your sample space is 10. Take note ha, cardinality of the sample space is 10. Now, what are the events? There are 2 events stated here, and the conjunction used is or. So meaning we do union of 2 events. The first set, ang condition niya is drawing a red ball. Kaya, red ball ko nang imuhang mabunot. Okay? So that's for set A. And there are how many balls inside our box that are red? There are only 2 red balls. Okay? Meaning the cardinality of our set A is 2. Okay? Now, for the second condition, for set B, that is the drawing a blue ball. You picking a blue ball inside the box. Okay? So the cardinality of our blue ball will be the number of balls inside the box. Blue balls rather. So there are only 3 blue balls inside the box. So therefore the cardinality of our blue ball is 3. And I think it will be shown to you here sa atong next slides. Here. Okay? So that is for the probability of set A, that is 2 over 10. Again, 10 refers to the cardinality of our sample space, which is all the balls inside the box. We only make bunot of it once. Okay? So that is 10 ra. 10. For example, mo na nga we make bunot again from the box, but the ball nga nabunot nato na una atong ibalik sa sud sa box. So you have 10 raised to 2. Okay? Same ra gyapon options, but we do it twice man. So we raise it to 2. So that is 10 squared is 100. 100 ang sud sa imuhang universal set. Okay? Ignore the coughing of our stupid dog. Anyways, then we do the probability of B, which is 3 over 10. 3 refers to the number of blue balls, and there are 3 blue balls inside our box. Okay, so that is 3 divided by 10. Then we do the PA intersect B. Since it cannot happen, since we have distinct red balls, meaning red balls ra gyud to sila, wala na yung color nga sagol. We have green balls nga green ra gyud sila, wala na yung sagol. And also 3 blue balls, blue ra gyud sila purely, wala yung sagol. It cannot happen that a ball nga imo mabunutan inside that box nga naaray red, green, and blue will have a ball nga katunga red, katunga blue. Kay purely red raman siya, green o blue ang color sa kada balls. So meaning, set A and set B are mutually exclusive, or the probability of A intersect B is equal to 0. So meaning, walay chance nga makabunot ka og bola inside the box which is both red and blue. Imposible. Okay? So mo na siya. The set A and set B in this case are mutually exclusive events. Walay possibility nga naa sila intersection. Walay possibility. Okay? So we will do the math again. So instead of putting a number for our P of A intersect B, that will become 0. Okay? Again, these are two mutually exclusive events, and the probability of mutually exclusive events are 0. Of intersecting rather, mutually exclusive events is 0. Kung yun na paparuhan, kaya yun man siya. But in this case, that's P A intersect B man, minus P of A intersect B. So that is 0. Okay? So, atong i-add tanan, that is 2 plus 3 divided by 10. So that is 5 over 10, or that's 1/2. And that is your final answer. Okay, we also have other individual practice here. You can do it on your own sa inyong balay or sa eskwelahan ba ka ha, if you feel like working on it at school. So again, if you have any questions regarding the process, if there are anything that you find difficult to understand in the lesson itself, feel free to send me a message, and I hope that I have time to address your question right away. But if there isn't, then I will look for another time to address your question. So let's go back to our essential questions, no? So hopefully you have an answer in mind about it. So in what real life situations can you apply the probability of union intersection events? Again, we had several scenarios here in our lesson where you can apply it. And then, siguro, there are significant portions where yung kasulti ka nga, bitaw, no, pwede di na siya. Nga na ba? Mga aha moments. And then, what is also the importance of knowing the probability of union intersection of events? So, I will leave that to your imagination. Now, let's go back to our objectives. Did we achieve all of our objectives? Number 1, accurately apply the formulas in solving for the probability of union and intersection of events. Again, make sure that you identify the conjunction used in between our conditions or events or sets. So if you are guided by that, then you would know what formulas to apply regarding that problem. And it's specifically for problems involving probability of union and intersection of events. Okay? And also correctly solve real-life problems involving the probability of union and intersection of events. Again, just be guided with the formula, just be guided with the conjunctions, and you should be able to solve it with ease. Okay? And that's it for the video. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned something out of our discussion for this video. And I hope to see you on the next video. Goodbye.